Great day, great day, great day. Taking in a loving deep breath. Excited about our streamers, our Zoomers, our online family. Great day, Awaken. I am so grateful to be in front of you today. Thank you, Montse. I tell you, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the sky is weeping a little bit. And for those of you who can see, I have a new do today. And of course, thank you. I appreciate it. My daughters have been asking and requesting. I said, Valentine's weekend, love day weekend, I will do my reveal. And of course, the humidity would be high. But here we are. Welcome to Awaken Spiritual Community. And let's see, to get us started, we are just going to settle in, taking a deep collective breath, just inviting in ourselves into this moment, into this sacred space. And again, as we're taking our deep collective breaths, I always invite us to just roll our shoulders back just a little bit and let them drop down, and a signal to just releasing all the things that no longer serve us. With love, we release that. And in this moment, I invite you to just be still and know. At this point, you can close your eyes some, you can leave them open. And I invite us all to just, in gratitude and love, just in a present moment, to be thankful of our breath, of our life, for the love that has surrounded us and guided us through this moment known as spirit. Knowing that this energy, this love expression is us and comes into form as us. And we know that when we accept this alignment, accept this knowing, that we are able to exude this loving expression in all things, in all ways, through whatever situations and circumstances show up. And in gratitude and love, we are just receptive to this knowing of our oneness and wholeness and unity with this loving energy. And with love, joy, and receptivity, we release this into the law of mind, knowing that it is so, it is done, and so it is. Thank you, Spirit. And again, welcome. Those of you online, welcome. And again, this is our sacred time for us, right? So let's turn off our phones or silence our phones. Those of you online, create this moment for yourselves as well. You might want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb or close the room door and just create that sacred space for yourselves. And now, and our dear Kami, she is not going to be able to make it here today, but we're sending her love and light for her and her family. And she does this part so well. Miss her so much. And so let's see, what is the next slide? Again, for those of you who are just joining in for us online, we say what? Like, tag, share. And again, we're going to go into our meet and greet in just a moment. And for those of you who would love to stay connected with us here at Awaken, text the word LOVE, LOVE, to 844-992-3033. That is 844-992-3033 to receive updates and texts. Thank you, Shari, for sending out our loving texts and quotes throughout the week. And now we're going to do our meet and greet song by Eddie Watkins Jr. We are awakening. Come on, let's get up. We awakening.
We are awakening.
Yes.
We are awakening. We are awakening.
So feel free. If you want to shake hands, you can give a hug. You can do Wakanda forever.
We're coming together from the left and the right. To the middle of the road.
Those of you online, just give us a quick hello. Let us know where you're streaming in from. We would love to know you and who you are. And thank you for joining us online. We are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening. Thank you. Awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening. I'm going to go grab me some love too. I'll be back.
The shift is on. Let the dust fall away. Reveal the real and manifest a better way. From every corner to the middle of the way. Yeah. Clap your hands and raise your voice to sing. We are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening.
We love that song by Eddie Watkins Jr. We're going to have to bring him back again soon. Yes, we are awakening. How many of you are awake here today? So grateful for this Sunday and that we are the catalyst to love in action. Yes, yes. And next, we are having our vision and mission statements. And if you all can read them along with me and just embody these words. And our vision statement is that we are a global community that recognizes, honors, and nurtures the dignity and uniqueness of all people and the oneness of creation. And we do this by, and this is our mission statement, how we show up in the world, is that we connect through the energy of loving kindness, spiritual practice, and sacred service. Thank you. And next, you know, we always have a lot going on here at Awaken, and it continues. And so next, we are having a reminder that we're having our guided meditation. We missed it this month because of the weather events, but next month in March, the first Sundays at 3:30 on the second floor in the Lighthouse, we're going to be having our guided meditation. So please come out and join us. Bring a friend. Invite. Okay? And next, Ask and Awaken. Can you believe that is next Sunday? That is next Sunday. Please take a picture. Let us know. So this is where we have our monthly potluck. We do our celebrations. Of course, we eat. And you get to ask all the questions. Anything that you've ever had a question about. It could be about science of mind under New Thought. It could be about prayer. It could be about who is Awaken. You know, what are we actually doing? And how can you be a part of Awaken? How can you show up? Even those of you streaming in online, you can be very much a vital part to Awaken. So please just reach out, connect. You can fill out the QR code. You can also go to awakeningcarolina.org, which is our website. You'll see how to contact us there. And I would love to talk to you. So you can always call us at 704-314-4540. You can call or text me. Would love to connect. And next, we are accepting board interest. So we have 2 spots that are open on our board. So if you would like to see, again, how you can participate in an even greater way here at Awaken, please reach out to myself. I'm Minister Shari Hill, the spiritual director here at Awaken. You can also contact Shari Hunt here. She is one of our board members, either of our other board members, which is Kami, Terry Ann, Megan, and we're all open for any questions and seeing how you can join us if you would like. And next, we are having our annual meeting. So Awaken, we need you to be in the building on March 8th. This will be immediately following service. So as close to 5:30 as possible, we'll be starting our annual meeting. And we're going to be discussing our finances. We'll be discussing 2026, what we're looking to do and be in our community. And we need you to be here in the building. For those of you who cannot make it in here locally, we're going to be able to have Zoom access. So just stay connected. And for those of you who would love to be members, we're also going to be refining our member process as well. So make sure you're in the building, in the place, and invite. All right, and next, oh yay, our spiritual economics class. This has been a blast for me. I have really enjoyed this class along with Reverend Ned, and it is the Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth. That's the book that we're reading from, that the class is through. We do this on Wednesdays at 6:30 to 8:30, and it has really been such a rich investment of our time, our energy, and the class all supports each other going through this process. So, and towards the end of the class, I do a little bit of educating on credit reports. So you don't want to miss that part either. So go to the website, awakeningcarolina.org. You can check out the class. All are welcome. Any donation amount is accepted. And again, share. It doesn't matter if you've missed a few classes, you can jump right in and you will be able to gain from the process. And so next, food resources. We are still connected to Hearts United for Good and Nourish Up. Check out our QR code. You can also go to the website to get more information. But again, there are no income limits. It's available to anyone in the Mecklenburg area. And so make sure you're sharing that information as well. And next, affirmative prayer. Again, I mentioned prayer earlier today. If you're ever in need of prayer, you can reach out to us through prayer@awakeningcarolina.org. You can email us that way. You can contact me through the website. But we have prayer practitioners on duty every week. This week we have Reverend Ned, and he will be available to meet with you after service and in a private session in the Lighthouse. So we're always available for prayer. So make sure you do not miss out and connect with us. And next, many hands make light work. Again, this is a village. This is a community. We definitely need all of us to connect and support. And you can check out the QR code to see how you can share your gifts and talents with our community. And next, we have our Science of Mind reading by Marilyn Atlas, The Yellow Brick Road. Thank you, Marilyn. And then after Marilyn, come on up, Marilyn. After Marilyn, we're going to have our, highlight for Black History Month, and it'll be a video.
Thank you. Okay, can everyone hear me? Because I know one time I was up here, they said they couldn't hear me. Okay, so the Yellow Brick Road. You've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. Glinda, the Wizard of Oz. You've heard a great deal about the healing Christ who can come to you with power. Do you realize that this Christ is already here? This Christ is the incarnation of God in every individual. Surely God imparted himself to every soul. If you open the door of your consciousness and welcome this divine guest, it will enter. Ernest Holmes, This Thing Called You, page 150.2. We're all probably familiar with Dorothy's adventure along the Yellow Brick Road. Today I want to invite you to embody a different yellow brick, being recognized, Imago Dei, centered, and Cohen Road. What does the road mean for you to be? Who and what are you being at any given moment? Are you choosing your path or allowing your environment to choose it for you? Do you recognize yourself as Imago Dei, the very image and likeness of God, Source, the universe? I certainly wasn't on the way over when the cars were blocking my way of getting here. Okay, anyway, do you recognize this only during meditation or Sunday service? Or do you also recognize it when you're in traffic? I didn't today, sorry. Sitting in the doctor's office, watching something unpleasant on the news? When you are centered, what does your life look like? What are you able to do? What kinds of things knock you off center? Do you sit with koans of life, which is spelled Koans? I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but anyway. The questions that seem to be unanswerable, or do you avoid them because they are uncomfortable? When a surgeon enters the operating room, do they question if they're truly a surgeon? Do they wonder if they are a good enough chef or musician at that moment? We certainly hope not. Why then do we question our beauty, power, wonder, and divinity? Imagine what would be possible if we embodied our true nature fully and authentically. We often give up our sovereignty, which limits the creative possibilities that can come through us. Are you ready to embrace the power and possibilities you've had all along? I'm going to say the affirmation first, and then is the affirmation, it'll appear, I'm assuming. There it is. Okay, I'll say it first, and then you can repeat after that. Okay, I embrace, embody, and express the power that has me and that I have had all along. I use that power to heal and to manifest a world that works for all. So let's repeat. I embrace, embody, and express the power that has me and that I have had all along. I use that power to heal and to manifest a world that works for all. Okay, great affirmation. Anyway, this is Black History Month, and we're going to watch this little video.
Here's a little-known Black history science of mind fact. Some of you might know that Founders Church of Religious Science opened in Los Angeles in 1960. But do you know it was designed by a Black man? Ernest Holmes asked Paul Revere Williams, the first African-American admitted to the American Institute of Architects, to sketch an idea for the building in 1957. Williams produced a sketch of an elliptical circle, and Holmes liked what he saw. To Holmes, the sketch was the perfect symbol for wholeness, unity, the unending and all-inclusive power of love. Williams designed many landmark buildings in Los Angeles, including the iconic LAX Airport Terminal. He was later named a Fellow by the American Institute of Architects, a high honor for his outstanding achievements. Another science of mind Black history fact also involves Los Angeles and a famous singer.
This God didn't make little green apples, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime.
You might recognize this song and this deep, sultry singing
There's
voice.
no such thing as Dr. Seuss, no Disneyland. Mother Goose is no nursery rhyme.
1969's best song, Grammy Award winner for Little Green Apples, celebrated vocalist O.C. Smith.
And when myself is feeling low, I think about a face aglow and ease my mind.
The talented Smith experienced several career highs that only the best musical dreams are made of. But even though Little Green Apples hit number 2 on the Billboard charts and sold more than 1 million records, the former vocalist for phenomenal band leader Count Basie knew deep down there was something more. Smith told an interviewer, "After the music success I had, I was still searching for something and didn't know what it was. I kept looking outside of myself, not realizing the reaching is in the soul, not outside." His life gained new purpose in 1980 when he and his wife Robbie Golson discovered Science of Mind. Introduced by Dr. Joseph Murphy of Laguna Beach, Smith finally heard what he had believed for so long: God as a metaphysical entity, one with all, belonging in each of us and uniting us if we wish to see the Almighty. Inspired by the powerful spiritual principles he internalized, Smith even started explaining the metaphysical meanings of songs during his concerts. Profoundly struck by Science of Mind, Smith gave up his music career to study divinity, and in 1985, Dr. O.C. Smith became pastor of the City of Angels Science of Mind Center in Los Angeles.
We must recognize beauty right where we are. That's why Dr. Ernest Holmes said, "There is not a spot where God is not."
He gained a reputation for mixing jazz with storytelling and for being a loving force of financial support to single-parent households, low-income families, and foster children. The church's City of Angels Foundation also provided dozens of scholarships to help students attend colleges across the nation. Dr. O.C. Smith and Paul Revere Williams, Black evolutionaries in Science of Mind.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm going to tag along Dr. Smith when he was saying to look within. And we will take a moment right now to connect. And I invite you to sit as comfortable as possible. And taking a breath. Simply allow yourself to notice yourself. To notice a golden healing light coming into your presence, into your heart. A healing golden light expanding from your heart, going throughout your body, your extremities, and reaching each and every cell. Each and every cell of our body is listening, is aware, is conscious, is awake, and we take it in. Allow this golden healing light travel throughout your being, your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual being, radiating beyond our limits, radiating beyond what we conceive as our unique selves. Recognizing that there is one infinite power and presence in the universe. This divine intelligence is the source of all stability. It is ever present, all knowing, and all powerful. We now know and recognize that we are one with this infinite power. The same divine intelligence that governs the universe is within us. We are connected to this source of security. We can now know and affirm that we are stable, secure, and grounded. Trusting in the process of life and knowing that we are always supported by the divine, by Source. Releasing any possible fears or doubts. Knowing safety, protection, and a solid foundation beneath us, anchoring us in this present moment. Knowing that life within is filled with peace. Taking a breath, we can connect to the gratefulness of this moment, of this knowing. Giving thanks for the divine intelligence that guides us and supports us. Thank you for the peace and assurance that fills us here and now. Slowly taking a couple of more deep breaths, we can start coming back to the here, to the now. Knowing that we can always reconnect, whether we do it consciously or automatically with each breath. I invite you to carry this sense of grounding and stability with you throughout the day and the week that follows. And so it is.
Thank you, Monse. That was beautiful. Staying in that energy for a moment, I wanted to share the song, I Stand Before You. So just stay in this posture of just being aligned with the one, and just let the words just minister to you. And when I'm saying the words, visions of loved ones may show up, visions of people that you may have discord with may show up, but definitely let a vision of yourself show up. Be it a younger version of yourself, an older version of yourself, you in the mirror. So just as you're listening to the words, let all the different faces come through, or not, just be. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. Thank you, Spirit. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. Come, come, come. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the part of you that is whole. Thank you, Spirit. We are whole. Thank you, thank you. You are whole. So when we come to embrace that knowing, when we come to embrace that we are one with the one, there's nothing outside of ourselves. We are not outside of it. It is not outside of us. We are fully connected to the divine. So, as I was coming up to create my talk for this week, and as you heard earlier, I was in full preparation. My daughters were like, "Mom, it's time." So for those of you who have known, about 10 years ago, I did my big chop, so to speak. I was in Curacao. I took the scissors. I was always threatened to cut my hair. And then I just asked for the scissors. And you know you're serious when you start here, not in the back. I took it to the top. Just they were like, "Oh, she's serious," and it was like, yes. And so then my platinum sparkles came out early. I was a teenager maybe when they started to show, and so I've always embraced them and loved them, and so they were definitely showing when I cut my hair, and that was a journey of just loving Shari in a whole different way. You know, we as people, as women, as men, somebody has something to say all the time. It's like, your hair too curly, your hair too straight, your hair too red, your hair too black, your hair too white. It's all the things. And we all hear it. But it feels like, definitely as a woman, it's definitely on blast more because we got the magazines that's telling you, You know, what's right, what's wrong, you're too thin, you're too fat, you're just all the things. And I know I'm going off topic, but I'm going to circle back to say, I remember growing up where it says, sticks and stones may break your bones. But how does it go, y'all? But words will never hurt you, right? So then we've come into the place, especially now in this teaching, where we know the power of our words. We know the power of that energy. However, with this teaching, I also said, when you know who you are and you are fully in alignment with Source, regardless of what someone else's belief is about you or what they say about you, that should not move me. And so I've had a great teacher. Some of us know her, my great teacher. And people would say, oh, I love your hair, or I love this outfit. And she was like, that's nice for you. That's not. And I was like, oh, that's so. But she was teaching us that regardless of what someone else's opinion is, you need to be clear about your own truth, about your love for self, about your love and awareness of you're clear. Whatever outfit you decided to wear, however you wanted to wear your hair, do you love you? So if someone else likes it, fine. But the more power you gave to someone else's compliment, for someone else's approval, for someone else's like, oh my gosh, and you fall out, you know, are they going to like it? How do they feel? That is the same power that you give to them when they don't approve, when they don't like your outfit, when they don't like your idea in the board. It's like, fine, you can have an opposing idea, an opposing thought, but so often people have taken that and spiraled downward because that affirmative, that approval was going to build them, and it also break you. So when you are truly on this journey of self-love and self-awareness, we're in the month of love, right? And we all have learned that loving someone else starts with loving yourself first, ultimately. To thine own self be true. You have to know truly how to love you before you can love someone else fully. Fully. And so the journey that we're on in this plane that connects us all is that we're all on this journey together of learning to love each other, to love ourselves primarily, to love ourselves. And what I've found also is that what they say, how you do one thing is how you do all things. And sometimes people don't see that. But when you are truly loving yourself, it is shown and expressed on how you love others. Truly. And when you're not, the judgment that you have on someone else, and I share this with my friends all the time, you'll be surprised to see that that's ultimately how you're judging you. When you're so critical, there's some people that are so critical. They got something to say all the time. And that's that same critical voice that you are hearing in your own head that is tearing you down. And you can flip that switch and say, how can I use that to build me up? Because yes, we may make a mistake. Yes, I may do something wrong. But how can I still turn that situation around to empower me, to know the truth that I am still whole, perfect, and complete? How can I then change that lens to support where I am choosing to go and grow and evolve? Because me just tearing myself down or beating myself up does not serve me. I can be aware of a mistake and I can be aware that I got off track, but that awareness I get to use and say, at least you see it. At least you see that, yeah, you're off the railing a little bit. Let's bring it back. So now to just circle back to say, in this expression with my platinum expression right now, I had to really embrace, you know what, Shari? And so when I cut my hair, that was going to be my 50th year solo return. Who knew? And so now, we just say, God willing and the creek don't rise. No, I'll just say that. But this will be my 60th. So who knew? And again, yet another revelation. So when I was saying, let me reintroduce myself, at first I was like, okay, I'm going to reintroduce myself to my family, my friends, to the community. And Spirit said, let me reintroduce myself to you. I said, ooh, yes, that's good. Because in all things we become a new creature. And so I get to develop a new, spicy, saucy, delicious relationship with Spirit. And how fun is that? How fun is that? Do you choose to have those moments with Spirit? Do you choose without all the hustle and bustle and the traffic and the cooking and the kids and the husband and just all the things outside of ourselves that need tending to? But then there's moments where we can just have a sweet embrace. And that sweetness and that embrace is available all the time. We think we got to carve out a space. We think we got to carve out some special time. The Spirit is like, I'm with you always, in all things, all the time. So it's just you being aware of my presence. So in this season, I get to develop a sweeter, deeper, higher, I always love that, higher and deeper and higher relationship with the divine. I invite you all to see what that looks like for yourselves. What does that look like for you? Instead of just when someone is encouraging you to sit in stillness or silence, when you are just carving out, again, there are times just when I'm driving in the car and then my awareness comes back. I'm like, I am one with the one. Let's get excited. And I'm seeing the leaves on the trees. Let's get excited. I am so interesting at times that when I'm driving down the road and I see the trees like at full attention on the sides and it feels like they're bowing to me and then I bow to them. And it's just like we're all one in this dance and this thing we call life. And especially, the relationship with the trees, right? Because they're giving and we're receiving and we're giving and they're receiving. And it's just a beautiful thing that we do. And to know that we're in that type of relationship with everything in all ways. So in that moment, again, I invite us all to be fully present, to be fully aware in recognizing our oneness, our wholeness. And then how are you able to bring your power back to you? Your power back to you, meaning that there's some things that we've given out to others that they have full reign and control over what we're thinking about ourselves, how we've determined our own value. And then now that we can take that back, it's so empowering. It's so sobering to know. And I'm just going to share this a little bit as well. I don't know why Spirit keeps coming up with, as a parent, as a mom, for some, that was a scoreboard. It's like, okay, did your children do well? Did they graduate? They not in jail. They this, that. It's like, but that measured up with who you identified yourself as. And I remember the same teacher. She said, if you were taking credit of their successes, then you also need to take credit of their failures, and vice versa. If you took credit of their failures, then you need to take credit of their successes, or know that they too are connected to the divine, that they too are on their own paths, and that you do not have to define who you are by who they are. That you can stand totally autonomous to your life expression, and they can stand complete in theirs. And it took me a while to truly embrace that and really recognize that. And especially when your children are fabulous, but then they got their moments. And then I have my moments. Yeah, everybody got their moments. But now I'm focusing on me. I was like, ooh, Shari, you had a whole lot of moments. And so with that, it's a freedom that comes with truly being present and autonomous to just knowing your own life completely in alignment with Source, and that your children and the ones you love, they too have their own divinity and connection with the divine as well. And so with love and joy, I release these words, and knowing that they have served you well. And like, Spirit, I thank you for showing up as always and showing out. And knowing that you all can carry this with you throughout the week. And thank you so much. And Reverend Ned, as always, we appreciate you.
Yes. So now it comes time for a spiritual practice where giving and receiving is ultimately the same thing. And so we give from that deepest sense of ourselves being connected with Spirit, and we are open to receiving from the infinite source of all good. So I invite you to say the conscious giving affirmation with me. Divine love moving through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the good in my life. You know, when I first saw you, I thought, oh, I see the hair, the jewelry, the sweater. Oh, you're going for the silver look. But I stand corrected. It's platinum. Okay, wrong metal, but okay, now I got it.
Just a moment. I think we're going to listen to Amy Steinberg's So Rich, So Rich. And for those of you online, we appreciate you participating in the law of circulation as well. And again, our greatest gift is just letting people know that we are all here as community. So again, like, tag, share, and
So rich, so rich, so rich,
know that you are rich.
So rich,
So rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich. I'm gonna learn this one day. Hey, hey. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. Hey, hey. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich.
dripping in joy, dripping in peace, dripping in love. We have everything we need. Dripping in joy, dripping in peace, dripping in love. We have everything we need. We are so rich. Hey, hey, hey. Rat-tat, attitudes filling up my veins. Digging on the decadence, goodness reigns. Queen bee being on the throne of ease. Is rich with infinite potentiality. We think money
Okay.
has value. Listen, it's
And now, I see the baskets have the offering, and they look like material objects, but I know they're really energy. And so, we bless, and we are blessed by the offering, that which we give, that which we receive. It is good and all good. And now I invite you to join me in a spiritual mind treatment, our word for affirmative prayer. I know that right here and now, This moment is the infinite, eternal, transcendent now. Spirit is fully present here. It is all energy, life, creativity, intelligence. It is the source of all that is, and it perceives it from a transcendent, timeless point of view, seeing everything as its perfection. I know that each one of us is an individualization of spirit. We are connected with a source of infinite good. We are connected with each other. We are connected with the all in all. And so, I let go of any idea that my circumstance determines my life and destiny. Thank you for sharing, but I have a better idea. That I live from awakening to the infinite spiritual presence of endless wisdom, compassion, joy, love, beauty, and to the degree that I awaken to it, feel it, resonate it, know that it is the essence of my being, then I am Spirit's opportunity to give and receive all manner of good in this material world. That's what it's for. And so there is no limit to the good that we can receive. There's no limit to the good that we can know. There is an abundance of prosperity, of wisdom, of compassion, of health, of all manner of good. And I claim it for myself by being thankful. Thankful for every good that is around me beyond counting. I'm so thankful to know each one of you as powerful spiritual beings. And I release this word that we are inspired, that we awaken, that we feel from the depth of our being, our empowerment, and we give, we receive, we celebrate. And I release this clear and powerful word into the law, and the entire universe responds. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Ned. And so already we are closing out, but we are going to hear a new song. It's not new to us, but it's going to be Eddie Watkins Jr., It's a New Day. And that's what we're going to do as our little circle song. And remember, next week is the potluck Ask and Awaken. And I forgot to also mention that we are hosting the Interfaith Harmony event hosted by Mecklenburg Ministries. So let us show up and support and let them know who we are here at Awaken. So let's make sure we invite and bring some people into the room, okay? And for those of you online, invite. We are so grateful to have you with us and create a fabulous week. And also, I look forward to seeing you all Wednesday at class. So go to awakeningcarolina.org to participate in the class. And now, Eddie Watkins Jr., It's a New Day. Yes. Okay.
Every day we're born again
Every day we're born again.
to create
This world we live in.
So now let's claim our good and speak our word and release
Listen
it
to the universe. It's a new day.
Right here is where we take a stand
Declare it's a new day.
for our fellow man.
It's a new day.
We're making a difference.
It's a new day.
All together hand in hand.
Together, hand in hand.
To sing our love across the land.
Send our love across the land. Ooh, oh, it's a new day.
Every day I'm filled with wonder by the glory of the silent thunder unfolding from down under. Touch it and under.
It's a new day.
Right here is where we take a stand. It's a new day, compassion for our fellow man. Right now we're making a
Difference. Oh, it's a new day. So make sure when you're leaving out that you're making that declaration that today is a new day. And you determine it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Awaken. Love you. Awaken. Here we go. Here we grow. Create a fantastic new week.